Hi guys, welcome to the stream. We have now the 51st Clash of Gods battle tier 2, and we had some server changes. The servers 38, 40, and 42 left our tier and were down tiered, and in exchange we got server 13 and 15. And as you can see here, we already got 2 of them in our now top 8 battles. So, yeah, first I have to fight the Falcon, which is, of course, one of the new 2 guys. Quite strong, has pretty strong and intimidating Adrian team, like 105, 105 million power flower. And after that, probably the Razor Flame, which will crush eventually Exeter. Because his Adrian team is not that strong, but depends if he uses his Adela or not. And on the right side, we got again Good Lord Iron Fist, which made it top 8 last COG 2 weeks ago, and Force 2, and also the second new guy, Aetherion. I hope I pronounced it correctly, which is kind of strong as well. Has some Necro Conflux Tower Astral team, pretty strong Casambel Cove team, and not that strong Adela lineup with Calves and where is it? There, Swordsman, Crusaders. Yeah, so probably the first fight we will see Adrian versus Fiona or Adela. Depends on which I choose, of course. But yeah, probably I have to gamble a bit and save my Adela for the second fight to be able to overcome the Razor Flame, which is kind of strong. So let's see if the gamble was correct. At least I have an open lane for my Faceless, which is kind of good. We both use the Priest. He is also using Judicator with 3 stars and the Dragon Golem with 3 stars, and the Dragon Golem's commander ability buffs my dungeon team. Because, yeah, you know, enemy hate commander hate buff. And because my Faceless going through here is able to kill at least the Judy, hopefully. But so far, no improvement. So eventually, yeah, now he's dead, and Priest as well. And now we have to get rid of the flower. Now this front line is still almost at full HP and slowly dropping, but my Priest should deal with the damage because the damage spikes already dropped. So far only crits and lost per life, so no big deal to overcome that. Yeah, but in the beginning, if you watched the HP bars, was yeah kind of close, except you have immunities on both sides, and the Dragon Golem gave my team a pretty much advantage. Because, yeah, 50% unit damage reduction, 30% unit damage reduction, and damage on top. Let's check the damage stats. Yeah, I switched before my Dark Elemental into the team to get rid of this White Tiger. Before I used White Tiger on my team as well. And yeah, you can see here was a pretty good choice. In terms of damage, of course, the buffs and debuffs to the enemy team. And yeah, my White Tiger is kind of weak, so I would have lost my White Tiger pretty early and triggered Angelic Alliance Revive due to that. Yeah, because he's kind of one shot if you don't invest heavy in it. And my White Tiger is like 700k, 750k power, yeah, and his is like 900 something. Yeah. So if you don't know which teams you meet, or you have to meet, or if you eventually meet dungeon chargers and you have just weaker Dragon Golem and don't use this because you buff your enemy and you don't gain much from the Dragon Golem, because the charger delay isn't that important if you buff enemies or even forward enemies. So after that, we will probably see, I guess, he will go straight on the line. So Adela versus Adrian. Eventually, his Melodia team is stacked as well, or his Adela. So if Exeter tries to manage to get into the top 4, or aiming for top 2 or top 3, he would have to use his Adela team against Team Razorflame. It's a nice little team. No marksman, instead Dark Elemental, and besides that, kinda standard team with Seraph and maxed Second Awakened Naga as well, and of course Paladin, Arcana Archer, and Dragon Golem. So I guess he will use his Adela team, and then he should be in advantage. Let's see if that was right. Yeah, he uses Adela team, so we have an Adela versus Adela. Team Razorflame uses his supports his team with Marksman, but he uses Giant, and his Naga isn't fully Second Awakened, so the fight should end in terms in favor of Exeter, which Duty Immunity already procced. Now the Razorflame's Duty Immunity procced, so a little bit time advantage in terms of HP dropping for the Razorflame, but Exeter's Naga should slice a little bit more compared to the Razorflame's Naga. But of course, Razorflame uses Marksman, and Marksmen are kinda strong debuffer and provides a lot of damage, especially with Adela, which automatically buffs them. And yeah, now you can see he lost his Naga 2 times, Exeter lost his Naga 2 times, while the Razorflame has still his Angelic Alliance revive on his side, so I lost my bet. Should have bet on the Razorflame in that turn. Sadly, we won't be able to watch the damage screen afterwards, but yeah, Marksman should be a huge boost. That's why I recommend using them in PvP, especially in a well-built Adela team, because yeah, I always focus her for spells like Slayer, and if you pair them with, for example, Arcana Archer get always a Magic Awakening from the spells, of course from her ultimate as well, and that is pretty important to keep them alive and to provide them with high moral, which ends up in more damage, of course. Yeah, so let's speed a little bit up, because the Naga isn't that strong, and even with the support of the Marksman, it takes some time to kill things. And afterwards we could check the next fight. Yeah. So next time Exeter use Marksman if they have them Second Awakened instead of Dark Elemental. After that we can watch Godlad fighting Lord Ironfist. Godlad has of course got Adrian as well, Adela and Boragos, fully Second Awakened. Also now fully Second Awakened Berserker in his offensive form, so no tank. And Lord Ironfist has Boragos, Adela, and Gryphonheart. I hope this is a bug, because they are not that useful in melee form. They are much more intimidating if you're using the range form, especially for buffing other range units like Dark Elemental, Arcana Archer, or in this case Ice Demon. So eventually this is a bug, or he didn't care that much or forgot to change his team. So yeah, probably we will see, I guess, Adrienne or Adela versus Boragos. Which is strongest team? Or eventually he drops, he uses Griffin Heart. In that case, Adela would be a must to survive this. Because Boragos would be smashed from eco charges. So let's see. Oh no, good luck using Adrienne versus Reinfeld's Necro team. Damn ultimate effect, I can't see anything here. So charges already hitting Bedline. And what is this? Can't see anything. He uses, of course, Fawn to protect his team. Angelic Alliance Revive got... it's Quetz. Angelic Alliance procced because Quetz was killed from the Black Knights, or by the Black Knights. Now the Adrienne ultimate hits hard, or hit her, and yeah, after the Dark Champion domain faded, which provides tons of seconds of invincibility or immunity for Necro units, they're just perishing. Survive the first boost, the first damage spikes, and then you can farm it. So nice. So then probably will good luck use his Adela versus Ethereum if he will win this, but I guess he will win against Force. Let's see if Force, we seen him last GOG and top 8. Kinda standard Inferno team mixed with not 6 stars here, so probably just for the domain, and a not weaponized Paladin. Okay, interesting choice, just for the buffs. Just for the buff from the 5-star First Awakening from Paladin. Besides that, he has a Necro team, fully Second Awakened Necro team, Dungeon team, and of course a Necro team. But let's start with the Dungeon team. Fully Second Awakened Black Dragon, which has a nice power stat, of course. 44 million HP isn't that bad. Mine has around 48, if I remember correctly. And of course, Faceless. Probably a weak point here is the 3-star First Awakened Red Dragon, because he's kinda squishy. And if he gets one-shotted, even the Thorn immunity won't proc in the first time. So that's kinda a liability, as well eventually as the 3-star Second Awakened Seraph, which is missing, of course, some key stats, and of course this one, the HP lock. So you can one-shot this unit as well. And yeah, Scorpicar isn't that great. I'm waiting for a Second Awakening to use him as a tank, because Dungeon lacks good tanks and you have to mix other units like Art into it. Besides that, he has a strong Necro team mixed with Priest and Dark Elemental. Dark Elemental to get rid of melee or charger units, and Priest just to boost your team and to make healing available. Yeah, that's a gamble. Let's check maybe teams first. So eventually, if both are AFK, Serum versus Astra. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know what to or whom to choose. Both could win. It's not a big power difference, only 1 million, so not that kind of a big deal. So let's see what they choose, or if they choose at all. And yeah, at least Boss choose his Necro team. Ethereum choose or his AFK and choose his Astral team, and the backline should be eliminated from the Black Knights. No, Black Knights got annihilated even before the champion domain. Oh, he got stunned. That's why. So no immunity, and it was easy to kill Dragon Knights, but yeah, still Griffenheart has his ultimate, which we're seeing right now, which is pain in the ass over time, because it just steals your life or depleting your life in terms of the spell, and it's just, yeah, you can out heal it, but you need damage because the enemy units will still damage you as well, and then the spell damage on top. So you need a strong team, strong bees, and of course strong healer to overcome that team. So second bet, I lost today. Congratulations, Foss, and that should make it pretty much easier for Goodlove, because he has to fight now either the Xeron team or this dungeon team, and especially the dungeon team isn't that, or has some liabilities, like I mentioned, the Scorpicore and of course the Red Dragon. So that should be doable eventually with Sporago's team. If he is gambling or if he says no, I don't care, just aim for at least rank 2, then he smashes the Nadila in and it should be an auto win. On my side, it's probably Fiona versus Fiona. No, Fiona versus Fiona. I used my Fiona already. It's probably Fiona versus Adela. And yeah, probably we both Squidlet and me won't gamble. And we say, okay, smash in our Adelas and let's see if the final fight has some placement adjustments, because we met already in the qualifiers. So congratulations, Foss, and yeah, also congratulations, Falcon and Ethereum, first time in our tier and already making it top 8. That's kind of impressive, same as Iron Fist and Exeter, because it's the second cock or the third cock, and they're both, no, I think it's the second, and they're both reappearing in their team. So of course I have to bet on my team. So let's see how this will end. Oh, probably, I guess it will be Adela versus Fiona. Besides that, he could aim for a secured rank 3 or safe rank 3, depends on if he's online or if he's not. So let's see what he will choose. But anyway, I was smashing my Adela. And he didn't choose at all, so that should be an easy win, even though he has Priest and Dark Elemental. But the Dragon Golem abilities delay the Devil Jump, and then Naga will head on. No, she's not. Where's my Naga? Ah, there. Okay, Seraph dealt with Angels with the Devil Threat, and now my team got a huge buff from the Seraph second Awakened abilities, and made that kinda easy, because your whole team gets a nice damage and crit buff. Now Naga got rid of Venom Spawn 2 times, and Judicator managed to kill the devil with his Ray of Doom. And yeah, now it's just healing, healing, healing versus damage. And because of Naga, that's kinda no-brainer. Naga is kinda OP. But still, we have to wait 6 more months to get our hands, no, 4 more months to get our hands, or to lay our hands on Aramith. And as you can see, I used Marksman in my team, and Marksman were the top damage dealer at all. in terms of true damage, Seraph, because he has a huge anti-inferno buff, is top rank. Not seen that often, and he even surpassed Naga. And after that, Marksman and Arcane Archer. Yeah, and yeah, that's not that much. On the enemy side, Abyss Lord outdamaged Archdevil. Even though Archdevil wasn't alive that long and died, or was dead a long time in between before he got resurrected by his weapon, yeah, he still dealt a lot of damage. Daggermantle was kinda me in that lineup. So that's why I recommend Marksman. After this, we will probably see Adela versus Fiona. If I would be forced, I would choose the Fiona team because it has at least an immunity from Thorn. Of course, it lacks or it has liability with Manticore, Scopicore, and Red Dragon. And the Seraph isn't that well built, but should be still more deadly than the Serum team, because Serum team, after the ultimate immunity for the Inferno teams, after this faded, it's kinda weak compared to this, because you don't have a Bikila except Pitfind, or if you're using Priest, but you still need a lot of damage, and so far only Abyss Lord can deliver enough damage to wreck, for example, enemy tanks, because Devil is not a tank killer, and you need a tank killer, or at least a real backline killer, and Devil can deal a lot of damage to the backline, especially if you're using Dragon Golem or Dark Elemental to counter Devil, or have any kind of immunity, and let your backline deal with the Devil. But so far, Dragon Golem is the best counter combined with Dark Elemental. So, oh no, well, let's choose Uragos, and Foss stayed with his Inferno team, his Terror team, so that should be an easy win for Goodla too. And due to that, because he can, saved his Adela team, he will win this cock. Because my Cove team won't scratch his Adela team at all. So congratulations. So yeah, I would bet on him if I could, but I can't. Otherwise, the game is crashing. And that's no way to win against Adela with Melodia, because he has a little power advantage and fully second awakened Naga and Seraph. Where's the Seraph there? And no way I can win this, especially because he copied my formation using the same formation. So it's always a mirror match if our dealers meet, and so it's a gamble, 50-50. He wins or I win, but no way to beat this with Melodia. So no surprise, but we still have to wait. It's so annoying that you can't skip at least the third fight because you can choose any hero. It's just for the bet, for the bidding, and yeah, you can only bid in this 1 minute time window. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But now we can bid for the rank 3 battle, and it's Cassanbel with some dungeon splash into it versus Fiona, and in this case, I would bet on Fiona. Of course, there's a 2.6, 2.8 million power difference, but the lineup should be in favor. Although it a little bit depends on the open lane. But Force uses Fawn as a Seraph Resurrection if he's not dying due to Ragnar Archer, for example. But besides that, Thorn should save him if he's not a one-shot. So, and open lane for Force with both. Oh, okay. third, third bet lost tonight. Nice. Yeah, he has. Although he has had an open lane for Faceless and Evil Sorceress, Faceless got delayed, and Evil Sorceress even longer delay. And in the meantime, Seraph, like I said, I mentioned especially those 3 units. Seraph, Red Dragon, and Scopicore, which got wrecked, but still he is holding pretty well. The Fawn immunity helped a lot, and now his chargers can wreck the backline. Faceless killed Ragnar Archer, but now, yeah, now the backline is targeting the chargers, and yeah, now he won't win this anymore. But at least for 30 seconds, it was kinda even on both sides, even though he lost 3 units at the very beginning. So well done for us. Next time, maybe get rid of Scopicore if you can, or if you aim for a good 3rd place. And yeah, it could be eventually a win if those 3 units didn't die at the very beginning. So even a tank or another support would be a bigger support in or for the team compared to those 3 units that I mentioned. Yeah, so far interesting cockfight or cockfights. New top 8 attendances from Falcon and the 30, but both lost in the first round. Of course, Lord Ironfist lost as well, and Exeter, but yeah, both had pretty strong opponents as well with Goodlad and the Razorflame. Both are in terms of power, but power doesn't mean anything. Right now, in terms of raw power, those are the top 2s. And yeah, I have to bet on my team, but I know I will lose this. So yeah, again, congratulations. Good luck. Just an advantage. Besides that, I hope you saw at least some interesting formations, especially this Adela formation here is kind of no-brainer. We're against a pretty much stacked Adrian or Fiona team, Fiona Dungeon team, because that could wreck a lot. As you can see, immunity or duty immunity procced. I don't have any immunity on that team, but yeah, Marksman just ripping with the help of the Nagas my tanks apart and slicing them. Although I managed to make some hard hitting with my Ragnan Archer, but that's no way to win this, because I would have to kill this pretty strong tanks or the right now kinda OP Naga 2 times because of the Angelic Alliance Resurrection and the Seraph Resurrection, so I'm surprised I even lasted that long with this team. Let's check the damage screens. Create out damage second awaken the Ragnar Archer, Ice Demon, yeah, kinda supporting. Mermaid did what she could, but wasn't enough, of course, and we don't have any immunity. In terms of true damage, Ragnar Archer out damage Crate by the double amount, and Ice Demon, yeah. Ragnar Archer did nothing at all, and on this side, Seraph just surpassed by Marksman and followed by Naga and Arcana Archer. So this team is kinda no-brainer winning team. It's also pretty good for the new Endless Punishment or City of Eternal Punishment mode, but then just replace Judicator with Priest and have a nice striking team because Arcana Archer deals a lot of damage in combination with Marksman and of course Naga. Hope you enjoyed the fight. Again, congratulations guys, well done. Some nice new moods and of course some Adrians tonight. So hope you enjoyed watching the stream. Have a nice evening, guys.